Hey, good morning. Marantha here, Marantha's Garden Exchange in the upstate, South Carolina. Hope you guys are doing well this morning. I haven't done a garden tour in a while, and things are just kind of, as you can see, a little bit out of control. Spearmint here has always just stayed right here, so there's some spreading on the other side. I've covered it, but I'll show you that. But I just threw some amaranth in here, and this was flowers and stevia, holy basil. And as you can see, my peach tree here, a couple branches are missing because it's produced already, and I'm going to cut it way back, and I mean back down to that trunk where you see another cut. Everything's going to be cut, and I've got some little baby trees kind of leaning toward the house or getting toward on the house, so that needs to come up too, but I want to show you that. So we harvested peaches, but not as many as I'd like because this variety seems to just rot very quickly with the cuculio, and so I've got to rethink this. I have a stevia plant, holy basil plant that is in with my aloe vera. It just liked it, I guess, and I didn't realize I had some seeds in there, and so I put the aloe vera in to grow big in this terracotta pot, and then the holy basil came in. So this is going to make some nice tea. I have a few of those plants. I have some potatoes growing in this container. I just used whatever container. So this was my old wood container. I do not have holes in the bottom, but I've composted the bottom, so the earth is only about 5 inches, 6 inches, and the rest of it is like composted material. And when it gets watered, it's been working. It's not flooded. It's doing great, and that's what matters to me. Let's go ahead and come on down here. I have a shisho plant right here, and I have a avocado, which is kind of cool. My red bud was in a pot, and then it just rooted in the ground, so we're gonna leave the red bud. And then I have, this is purposeful right here, these figs. They'll probably produce next year, and I'll cut this way back. It's in a tire, like, you see the tire under there? I put it in a tire to kind of contain it, and it would be, watering, collecting the water nicely, and that's what I get. Got more. This is oh gosh, I'm going brain dead right now. We'll look at the tomato right now. So I've got a tomato in a container here. It is a black cherry, so that's really cool. Elderberry. This is elderberry right here in a pot, and I haven't planted it yet, so I will. But this is oh, there's one. I'm ready. I'm gonna eat it. This is kind of going all the way up. Really nice. It's loaded. There's more over there. I pick every day from this a lot. There's my bigger compost system. I have a comfrey in there. I swear I pick this every week, and it just grows quickly. So that just is what it is. But I have this system here. I'm going to be direct composting into those other bins, but I still, I make an awful lot. So I'm putting, big bunch in there. That'll make some nice earth. I know it looks like a jungle over here. It is. Very much a jungle. It's just really, there's some ironweed, which is really beautiful actually. Like I said, the woods are trying to come back, and then our weed eater wasn't working for a while, so I got a lot of the spearmint I got to get out. Over here is just a really, really nice array of flowers and weeds. But, it just kind of takes over, even the bracken. But I've got some tomatoes right here. You can see the potato leaf on it. This is an heirloom. I think this is going to, by the shape of the tomatoes, I think it's purple Cherokees. I have a lot, and I have some basil here. I have this plant right here. It produced, it's coming back. So I took some of the leaves out, because you want to take the brown leaves out of your squash so it's not giving it water. So this one, oh, I forgot my clippers. I'll need to take this one out. and this one out. Otherwise, it just keeps providing water to that. There, not anymore. And just lay it down. Just lay it down in your garden. This I'll leave. See these yellow leaves? It's just like, yeah, I can see what happened here. This is giving me a squash. That's it. So that may come out. This one here, I see a lot of flowers in there. And I did get squash out of here. And then I'm waiting. It's like, come on, man. Because it's easy to see. Oh, good. I see some female flowers in there, which is good. And some male, so that's good too. I've got all these tomatillos. Ooh. Some are coming on. And there's a little watermelon in there. Oops, flowering. It's good. There's some tomatillo. Hello, tomatillo. Hello, little girls and a boy. This is their little home in there. They're kind of fenced in. But yeah, got a lot of tomatillos coming on. And this is the potato. See how big this container is? Now this is chock full of potatoes. And then the deer that used to be on the other side of that fence. And then the deer came in and just ate every bit of it down. Ate down all my melons out there. It's hard to grow out there. That's why it's an orchard. But I'm going to try something else. But this is coming back, which is really great. And I'm really happy. And this is just a mess back here. This was all cleaned up. There's tires back there. But I got to take that little cedar tree down right here. It was little. I let it stay. I'm going to use it for Christmas last year. And like it keeps growing like these other trees, you know, 10 feet a year, 6 feet a year. So these trees that weren't this big before are now starting to shade my garden a little bit, which is why I'm kind of moving into the bins. So let's go over here. So I probably should move that basil. So here's the Asian pear. As you can see, I'm more loaded than I thought I was. And then into the pear is the figs. And these will be ready in like the more fall. Okay. Hello bee. Hello little busy bee. Let me show you here. I did get a chance to weed eat this, and then I just laid it right back down. I watched the chickens trying to grab my... Ooh! I didn't think my grapes are ready. My grapes are ready. Here's a grape. Almost ready. These are Concords. I can make wine with them if I want, which I probably won't do. You see how loaded? They're just starting to come on. So I've watched the chickens try to get the lower ones. And apparently they have, because I can see some empty, which is fine. But I get all, look at all these. In fact, I'm gonna look on the other side because I have another kind of grape that is just, I forget what it is actually. I do have the tags. So let me look in here. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So once I harvest these grapes, I'll cut everything back. I didn't do it last year, so it's kind of a big full mess because the deer took all of them. The deer did a lot of the pruning for me, but I thought this variety here. If you know what it is, let me know in the comments. The tag is at the base. Did I get any grapes on these yet? Because this is, oh, yeah, I do. I got a little bit of, where are you? Right there. I wonder if this is like cultivated like fox. I don't know. Anyway, I have a few grapes on them, but not like this Concord. But yeah, ouch, dang, ow, ow, ow. Got a lot of blackberries, and I pulled every single blackberry out of here. Oh no, here's a pear. Eaten. I'll compost that. They're not ready yet, but they're really beautiful. See? Now this is supposed to be an Asian pear. It feels like an Asian pear, but it doesn't quite look round as one. And maybe, see that? That's really nice. You see that? Oh, my figs. I'm excited for these figs. This tree's loaded. It took a few years ago, I had like handfuls, and now I'm finally getting, like, here's a little echinacea, which I gotta move. It's getting fully loaded. Hey, tomatoes. Hey, the figs coming clear out here. I'll cut this back as well. But check this. figs, and then all the little greens coming up from the seeds I planted. See the potato leaf, another heirloom. Ooh, I like these little grapes right here. These are called sugar or white grapes, and they're ripe like this. See this color? Oh, that one has a little spot. I'm gonna throw that. We'll just sort of throw it in there. See that? Oh, it's just starting to get a little, something's munching on it. But I'm pretty excited for it because here's some yellow ones. It doesn't, it turns that white color, and I forgot what they're called. Let's check this out here. Here's the beginning of my compost make self. Let's put this pear, make its own compost in there. So my ginger, I had 10 and 10. I have 3. So, and then I had a lot of turmeric, and now I have, well, there's one coming up in there. Who did that? Oh, I didn't do that. I'm rescuing these. They're look at that new growth. These watermelons the deer got, probably nothing's going to happen with them. Bye-bye. We're just going to get rid of them. I have a couple. Should be enough. Let's get rid of them. There's a pepper plant I'm going to move in here. I did move this lone basil, and there's a couple new growths on it. That's good. So this is what I'm talking about. I'm composting in here. Plain pot, has holes all around it. When this plant gets watered, there's compost down there. Plus there's compost down there. Same thing goes with that. That's another turmeric that I saved, and I found the roots. They're fine. They just need to be in a place where they could come up. So I'm starting. I have 3. Then I have pots. I'm gonna here's my potato bucket. Looks good. I am gonna put a piece of wood on this right here on this chair. Right here, it's an old chair. I got a couple of those, and I am gonna put a bin on it, kind of zip tie it in so it doesn't fall. And then I'm gonna put the compost tea into this old pot, and that's what I'll water the other plants with. So again, a self-composting tea system. You know, everything that you pick and throw in makes its own soil. So that's what we're wanting to do. I'm gonna go on the bottom end of here. Here's a raspberry. I need to figure out my raspberry. I was gonna make this whole bed a raspberry bed, and then the fig came back. Like, this fig was kind of sad, and I left it, and look at it right now. So I have now 1, 2, 3 fig trees out of 5, which is good. The others, and then down here I do have a cherry that survived. There's a lot of mountain mint down here and stuff, and weeds. But I have a pomegranate one, and I'll show you. But let's see what we got going on here. I'm gonna let the mustard go to seed because I like it. I'm gonna put bins at the bottom of this to help hold some of the earth. I had hugelkultur here. It's funny because I'm tripping over these. See the rebar right there? I had it going. I had wood on top of it. Oh, there's a basil. I might need to move that. Here's a tomatillo right here, and this cucumber. Are you doing anything? Little. It's trying to do something with all this rain. It's moving. This tomato, I got to get these leaves off, but it's producing. And it's kind of, I'm going to tell you, I've had a problem in the past with hornworms. Oh, there's a pepper. I can move this pepper. I might move this pepper because it's not blooming. The one on this side is blooming. This one's not blooming. So I can move that pepper into the bin and have it more pointed. But I had a problem with hornworms in the past here. So no matter how many tomatoes I planted, where I planted them, plus neglect, because I had farmers markets I was doing. It's made life easier to be just at the market at the mill and on Clemson Area Food Exchange. So there's, oh, peppers are coming on. Yay. I usually have a lot more peppers than this, but I just Gonna drop it right there. I have a winter squash, as you can see, you know, have things eating things. It's probably grasshoppers. I'm going to leave it because and I got flower. Things are flowering. There's some, yep. So I put this in a box to kind of help keep the weeds out of it. And the weeds are all around it, but they're not in it. Nope. So I don't remember what I planted here. I think I planted like a butternut. No. Or probably butternut or something like that is here. It's greening up again. We all know what this is. Burdock. Yes. And I like it, so we're gonna leave it there. But see, I've got sweet potatoes down there. I've got squashes down there greening up now. And when they get really yellow, we don't want the plant giving water to this. So I usually will clip it. Because it just, let me clip this big one right here. I'm just gonna drop it right here, make its own compost. So I started out with a lot of different things in here, and I have sweet potatoes in here somewhere. Oh, they're there. See the sweet potatoes right there? I'm trying to eat it, but it'll be fine. It's running. And this whole bottom row here was fully some mountain mint. Isn't that pretty? Smells really good too. But this whole, got a couple mountain mints. Got my drain right there. I've got to clear this because I had this clear, but the forest keeps trying to encroach and I keep pushing back. So, yeah. But this right here was the third row, but because the forest is kind of growing up this way, it's kind of pushed me back. So I'm changing what this is, more shade stuff. I got to get this out. But where's my pomegranate? Here it is. I used a little cage to identify it. So it's right here. It's doing well. I need to clear these plants around it so it has no competition, more sun. And then I pretty much need to, this right here, I keep trimming it back. It is a, oh gosh, the white flowers in the spring. I'll think of it in a second. It's common. I'm just talking about my garden plant. So, but anyway, this pomegranate was a cutting, and so it's growing. So I started this from a little cutting from pomegranates that I got from Nat Branford. I almost killed it. Took a cutting because I forgot where I planted it, and oh, that's it right here. This is why I put it in here, because even when it has these woody leaves right here, it's like, is that a weed? Oh, that's a pomegranate. So anyway, we got to get all this chopped down, but overall I'm pretty pleased with what's growing. So we've got grapes, figs, squashes, sweet potatoes. This was full of greens and I ate a bunch of them, but I left some to go to seed, and so hopefully they will. And then some, I'm gonna have to get some of these woodland plants. So this is what I do. You can see what I do because you can see the result of it right here. I just pull the weeds, place them back on there, and if there's more green coming up, there's my, I'm gonna retire this. My broad fork broke, so I have to redo it. There's my broad fork. It's missing a side, but I like to take the grasses and just lay everything back down. That is really the only way. Oh, that's a pepper plant. Ooh, that's nothing. So I'm gonna move. Oh, there's a little baby pepper on it. Shoot, I really like to move it because I don't think it's getting enough sun here. Let me just see how far down it is. Oh, see, it's not even that far down. I'm moving you to someplace better. Okay. I think we'll go ahead. I was gonna put it. I think we're gonna go ahead and put you here. Let's put you right here. See how gorgeous the soil is right here. This bin system, this is new for me. Now I've grown in containers. Container gardening is not new for me. So, all right, baby. Didn't miss a beat, didn't miss a beat. So I gotta figure out what to do with these lids. I'll probably use them for bunny cages, actually. Or I might use to just cover this partially so it can break down. It'll break down open, but I want to kind of partially cover it, but also let rain in. But anyway, this is the garden. I'm going to be having, this is another compost system I started here. See, there's banana peels, put that in there. The holes are aimed toward this and the basil. So when it rains, it gets fertilized. Plants love that. And this has got a little bit of mildew wanting to start. We've just had like really high, and then, oh, see how it wants to run? Wants to run. So that's why I have the cattle panels there. Oh, some red tomatoes. Might need to get those right now. Since, yep, see these? I'm gonna get these. I have a lot out here. I didn't bring a container with me, but I love these. I grow some big ones, but I grew a lot of these different, these little Juliettes. I grew a lot of these different kind of cherry tomatoes because it seems like I like to just throw them in a pot, or not in a pot, throw them on my salad. I have some of the big ones I've been picking for my sandwiches, but this is really how I like to eat my tomatoes the best because I can put them in kale salads, cut them in half. But here's my start of my bin system. And if you have extra bins you're not using, let me know. I'll come pick them up. I have buckets, I have bins, and we're just going to change this garden over. I'm still going to plant in the ground because the soil is still very fertile here. And really humusy, and I've been sheet mulching for years. So I'm still going to, like I said, plant using the ground, but I'm going to put in between each one, I think, these bins and grow in that, and things that need to grow up in the trellis will do that. Oh, look, these are the ones that, oh, this is the one. See these are this color. Well, I'm using my shirt. Let me get my shirt open, put tomatoes in. Sorry guys. Whoop. I didn't wear my shirt with pockets, but so these tomatoes right here, this is the color they turn when they're ripe. Is this light color, and they're super sweet. And I think this is called. It was like something candy. I do know that. This is just a regular, typical little yellow tomato that I plant. I'll squish seeds into the compost here, and if something comes up, ooh, is that the yellow or is this a? Got one of those. But anyway, got some tomatoes over there. So I got a lot of stuff coming on in here. I've got tomatoes. I got a can today. I've been picking eggplants. I have eggplant plants over there near the peppers. And so things are doing pretty good. A little overgrown. Here's some echinacea. I'm harvesting, some of the oregano has gone to flower. I'm harvesting. I'm clearing that back area there. This is the other volunteer peach tree. I should not have let it go this far, guys. Really, should not have let it go this far. But, got a peach off of it. Maybe, now, I got a peach tree, but it's right there. I got to take this peach tree out, but I did, look at that beautiful peach. Wow. So, that was new this year. It was just a whip, and it produced its first year. Like, what? How does that happen, right? All right, you guys. Figgy figs. Gosh, we're loaded. I'm going to pull that trigger. I need to trim this tree way back. This plum. It's a self-pollinating one. And I've got so many figs. I'll probably put a few on Clemson Area Food Exchange. I'll probably put up some in jars. And like I said, Asian pears, which I'm not sure, it was supposed to be an Asian pear. And I do have a pollinator field that my neighbor has, a field full of them. But these look fairly like normal pears to me, which I'm happy either way. But this tree is coming down. It's too big. Like, I don't want it any taller than that. See, there's fruit way up there. So I am going to take it back down to about here. And that's just what I'm going to do. I don't think they're ready to pick yet. But if one fell, maybe they are. Let me just try it. Sorry, I've got my phone. Oh, are you coming off easy? Oh, geez, it's coming off easy. I'm gonna take it in the house, see if it ripens up, and if so, I'll come collect these. And then I'll save some, maybe can some, so I have some pears. That would be really good. I do have some frozen peaches, but yeah, this whole side of my garden, there's Bunny. This whole side of my garden is literally so overgrown. It used to be a bit, there's a bench back there, fire pit. Then I have a tire garden kind of going along that edge here, and it's completely shaded now. And I've got stuff growing from both sides, like the forest basically. So what is that? Oh, the leaves are starting to turn. Look at that red in the distance. So I just need to deal. And then I have outside the gate there where you see the bindweed growing over is another whole area the size of this half of the garden. So I got a lot of space to grow in. I want to manicure the space a little bit, that kind of stuff, so we can get, I think it's a little better under control. I did get a new weed eater for my neighbor. That's good, so I can weed eat and get things, like, just keep up with it. It just rained so much during the time my weed eater was down. I set up a little cage here, a little wire cage. Used to be my potato cage, but I just pick, when I weed, I just throw stuff in there. This has got to get to the dump, but or the woods is breaking down. I just throw stuff. This, I know it seems like there's a lot of blackberries here. There is. I took most of them out, but I left some. I noticed this patch was producing blackberries. We ate them up, and now I'm going to get rid of them. I'm going to just chop everything down, but see how, like, overgrown it gets? Things get really grow fast here. In the south, we have usually a good bit of rain, and then there's this fig again. And then this used to be in, like, full sun. Now it's shaded because of the red bud that I'm going to let stay. I put it in a pot. I was going to put it in the edge of my woods, and here it is. I'm going to live here. This is a Shasta daisy that's now getting shaded, so it doesn't surprise. It does get the sun from right here, like the later afternoon. You can see where it is. It'll come around here. But even these trees across the way, I got to take them down. They are, now I do have a lot of stuff on the edges here too, but these trees right here, I took this tree down already once, so it's got to be taken down again. That one, and I do leave the front one just near that one right there. You can see the two different trees I have here, right? So this poplar's got to go, and then I've got a lot of really nice plants in here. Red bud is I put this there, and it's kind of taken off. Here's my fern. Here are these. I put these here. And, oh, look, the hostas kind of doing okay. This is kind of my collection of wild stuff that I just picked and threw in here. I didn't know if the fern or if these were going to make it. These are the native, oh gosh, I'm just having a hard time right now. I got to move that guy, that hericha, that one. Both these are getting shaded out. So, it's pretty cool. Oh, did I just drop every single tomato and thing? I'm going to go get a container. That was just like a suck. But I have a bunch of stuff over here, and then I have another garden back there, which is just kind of sweet potatoes, but not, they're the Chinese sweet potatoes, like ground nut type things. And they take over, and I'm kind of control them over there. And I'm going to do bins over here too. I'm just going to get this bed under control where I can see what I have. But I'm going to sign off right now. I appreciate you guys watching. It's such a beautiful day. Here's Blazer. He's an old boy. There's Max. Maxie. He looks like a puma. Max. Wow. And then where's Coda? There's baby Coda. And then Dixie's here somewhere. Oh, she's in the distance. Oh, old girl. Here she is. Look how she walks. That's just when she gets up, but then she turns into a little puppy again. I'm taking all that out. I'm moving this. I have another hoop house. This has served me for many years. And it just finally, bear got into it or something. So now I'm just kind of holding it together right now. So that's going to be moved. And where? I don't know. All right, you guys. Yep, there's some flowers over there. So you can see what's on my deck. More amaranth. I just stuck amaranth in pots like when they were babies because I wasn't ready. And then there they are still. And that's what you have to know about yourself. I know that about myself, is that when I stick a plant in something, it's going to stay there. Like, I'm probably not going to move it. So this is how this happened. And that's how that happened. But it's producing. And see, it's got really nice seed heads. Really nice seed heads. And so a lot of these seeds, I'll collect them, but I also give some to the birds because we have a lot of birds here. All right, I am signing off, and thank you for watching. And be sure to tune in next time. If you have any hints or if you have any bins, let me know. All right, thanks. Bye.